Hello to everyone. Um, I decided to do this video to tell you something about my experience in Germany, in Saarbrücken, and what I did up to now, what was my experience up to now. Because I arrived here in Saarbrücken 1 month and 1 week ago. So at the beginning of September 2016 of this year. And everything was new for me actually, because I was before in Germany just 1 week before, so in Munich, and because I have a friend of mine there that invited me to go there, and it was my first experience with Germany. In the last 3 years, I wanted to go to Germany because I have been learning German for the past 3 years, and I wanted to try to work here in Germany as teacher, as English and Italian teacher. So I wanted to see the situation, from every point of view. And so I decided to come here. I had this big opportunity to attend a German course at the University of Saarbrücken in the month of September. That was a full immersion course. Actually, I had 5 hours, more or less 5-6 hours of classes every day, 5 days a week, and it was very useful for me because I've been learning German for the past 3 years, but staying in Germany, speaking every day in German is really, really useful, absolutely. And so I had these classes that were quite interesting because we did everything. We did listening, speaking, reading, writing, and I got to know many different people of different nationalities. I tell you from the beginning. Saarbrücken is a medium city, we can say that, because it's there are more or less 200,000 people, inhabitants here, and it's near the French-Belgium border. It's like 2 kilometers from France, so very close. And it's quite an international city actually, because it's a university city. So there are many students that come here to the university to study different subjects. Of course, they want to study German, but there are also a lot of people that want to study for a master, a bachelor, or just for a normal degree, not just for the German course. And so there are really a lot of nationalities. There are a lot of Turkish people, of course, like in all Germany, but there are Spanish people or Hispanic people, from Latin America, from Central America and Latin America. There are a lot of European people, of course, Chinese, Japanese, from Asia, and Russian people, people from United States, and people from the rest of Europe. So it's quite an international environment, and I like it so much because you have the opportunity to know every day different people. And the first day I arrived here, I was quite amazed. It was everything new, because I went to university, and they gave us like an introduction to the course. They explained us what would have been the course, and then also the free time activities that they offered us. Free time activities were really interesting because we had practically every day something to do. I couldn't attend all the free time activities, but they were quite interesting. They varied from sport, from culture, from film, cinema, to of course excursions to other cities. So they were quite different. And so the first days were quite a full immersion in the German language, and like the second day that I arrived here, we did a guided tour of the city, and we could see the most important parts of the city, so museums, churches, and so on. There is a beautiful river here in Saarbrücken, and that is Saar, because Saarbrücken, the name of the city, means like a bridge, brook, over the Saar, the river. That is the river that is here. And so yeah, then the first week was very interesting, but also the other ones, of course. Then the second week, we organized a trip to Trier. That is a city near here, quite historic, quite interesting. The third weekend, they organized a tour to Strasbourg, French city. That was amazing, that city. I'm probably uploading some pictures of Saarbrücken and of Strasbourg because I like it so much. It's quite an international city because there is the European Parliament, you know, and it's like at a border, so it's like full of tourists, but also people that work there for different reasons, but come from different countries, so it's really amazing. And then we also did some visits of museums here, and it was quite interesting. Throughout these 3.5 weeks of the course, I had the opportunity to have job interviews with schools here. And it was quite surprising for me, because I just said to myself, you know, I just want to try, to give it a try, to see if there are job opportunities here. And then it was really surprising in the positive sense, because 3 schools like called me, and of course they didn't offer me a permanent job, because, you know, at the beginning it's like that, but a freelance job. That is, I can teach English and Italian for individual or group courses according to school's needs, you know. And but this job is increasing every week, so it's really amazing, because every week there are other courses that have been offered to me, so I'm really happy about that. And the house I am speaking from is like a flat that I found with Airbnb, so it's like a temporary flat, but it's very nice. It's like in the center, so it's like near St. Johanner Markt. That is the market of St. Johann, that is very central, and so I'm very happy about that. So in Saarbrücken is a very green city. There are a lot of green areas and parks where you can go, and you can really ride a bike every time you want. You can really move by bike, so it's really great. And the public transportations are great as well. I mean, I want to talk to you about also the atmosphere of the city. For me, it was very welcoming. You know, people are very open, and even if you don't speak it perfect German, you know, they are not. I mean, they are quite open in the sense that they want to understand you. They want to speak to you. So they, even if you ask them, okay, can you speak slowly, or can you repeat? I didn't understand. They absolutely repeat. They absolutely explain you everything. So it's really great, actually. And this is from the language point of view. From the personality of people, I find it very welcoming, quite open, actually. I got to know, really, I think, more than 100 people in 1 month. Okay, of course, I was in the German course, so it was easier at the beginning because I got to know a lot of people. but then I got to know also people from here, from Saarbrücken, that I find it really amazing for me. I mean, and last week I organized a dinner, a party here in this house, because the German course is over, it's finished, but I want to keep contact with people, because I really find people very interesting. My experience has been great up to now, but in this party I got to know other people, okay? People from here, from Saarbrücken, and friends of friends. So it was really great. And then we spoke every language practically: Spanish, Italian, French, German, English, other languages I cannot speak. Okay, actually I cannot speak also Spanish, but okay, I hear that, I can understand a bit. And so yes, my experience up to now has been really great. So I think I'm gonna stay here, because I think that the time and effort that you spend in an open environment is really worth it. It is really important for the future. And and also my students are really interesting people, I've never had the opportunity before to teach German people. I've always taught Italian people, but not German. So the language that you have to use for translating is German, of course, especially at the beginning level, But it's really a challenge for me. I'm very happy about that, because the results up to now are good, even if I'm not German mother tongue, I have a good level of German, but sometimes I have problems, of course, to explain or to find the words, to find the correct translation, and but it's really great. It's really great. I'm very happy about that. And also the students are really very welcoming, in the sense that they appreciate the fact that you make the effort to translate from English to German, from Italian to German, and vice versa, of course. So yes, for the moment I didn't visit any other cities, but next week I'm going to Frankfurt for the Buchmesse, that is the book fair, the biggest European book fair, and I'm so excited to go there, because I have wanted to go there for a long time, since before being a teacher. I have been a journalist, and I've been working in the publishing sector. So I really wanted to visit this fair, and I think it's very important, and it's quite international. I heard about that. I'm probably later creating also a video with pictures from Saarbrücken and from Strasbourg, that are the two main cities that I visited. Of course, Saarbrücken is the city I live in, and Strasbourg is another city that I visited. But I also want to thank every person that I met here, actually, because they really gave me strength, and they're really giving me strength to go on. Because of course, everything is great, everything is positive, so I cannot complain myself. But of course, I'm not in my country, so I sometimes miss my family, miss my friends, the environment. But then here people are really welcoming, and I really want to thank every person here that I met, from the German course, from here, because they are really helping me, even indirectly, even if they don't know that, okay? And so I hope that I will, of course, get to know other people, And if you have any comments, any questions, and something that you want to know about Saarbrücken, you can just write some comments, like in this below this video, and let me know about what you think. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience, and I will see you soon. Okay. Bye.